Tracking your most accurate forecast on this Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Sunny skies to start off your hump day with temperatures in the valley in the upper 80s at 8 o'clock this morning, 97 at midday, and forecasting a seasonal high of 104 with a slight chance of storms later on this evening. And we still have some air quality concerns today because we are anticipating an uptick in ozone in the afternoon. So we do have that ozone high pollution advisory, meaning if you have respiratory issues such as asthma, COPD, or bronchitis, you want to limit your time outside, especially in the afternoon. Consider carpooling, riding public transit to the light rail or bus, or working from home if possible on a day like today. Futurecast is showing that chance for a few storms mainly up in the higher terrain starting off at midday, and that chance continues in the afternoon from areas around Prescott and Sedona out to Flagstaff and Kingman too. Here in the valley, the forecast looks mostly dry for today. Cannot rule out some gusty winds associated with stronger storms in southern Arizona, and that chance of rain continues for the early morning hours on Thursday. But again, just a few spotty storms here and there. The chance of rain does pick up in the latter part of the day Thursday into Friday, especially as we watch the remnants of what is now Hurricane Lorena in the eastern Pacific. Notice that the chance of storms still fairly promising along the rim toward parts of Gila County and in the valley too. So Futurecast is showing that ridge of high pressure overhead that will weaken, and then Lorena, which is as of Wednesday morning is a hurricane, will weaken as it goes and crosses the Baja, allowing for that moisture surge to impact parts of the desert Southwest. But it does appear now that it will favor primarily southeastern Arizona and southwestern New Mexico, and not the rest of the state. But that could allow for temperatures to drop just a tad starting Thursday through at least the weekend. So as far as the storm chances, they'll be at 50% now for Thursday, down to 40% Friday, and we slowly start to dry out for the weekend. Still a 20% chance of storms on Saturday, then drying out by Sunday and early next week. Highs will be anywhere from 100 degrees today in Cave Creek to 103 in Fountain Hills, 104 in Mesa and Tempe, and out in the West Valley, 104 in Buckeye and Goodyear. Northern Arizona highs in the 70s in Flagstaff, 80s along the South Rim and Window Rock, same for Heber and Cholo, with 90s and lower 100s across the lower deserts. Your 7-day forecast showing those temperatures going from 104 today to 98 on Thursday, with a chance for storms, as I mentioned, at 50%, 94 on Friday, and we keep those highs in the mid-90s through at least the early part of the weekend. Then we're back to 100 degrees on Sunday and hotter still early next week.